What would you say is the best sci-fi movie ever made? The Empire Strikes Back, Blade Runner, 2001, A Space Odyssey, Alien, Star Trek, Wrath of Khan, The Matrix, Total Recall, or even The Adventures of Pluto Nash? Well, those are all well and good, some of the best genre-defining films, obviously not Pluto Nash. But what if I told you there was a movie that defied the genre in every way? One that has stood the test of time and transcended the genre? The film I'm talking about is Luc Besson's 1997 classic The Fifth Element. So, let's hail a cab, win a contest on Flosston Paradise, and save the universe as we find out what the heck happened to this movie. Luc Besson conceived the concept when he was just a teenager, inspired by French science fiction comics, particularly Valerian and Laureline, a project he would tackle later. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. While writing, he envisioned a story set in the year 2300 about a nobody who wins a trip to the Club Med resort on Flosston Paradise in the Angel constellation. This nobody then meets Li Lu, who had the beauty of youth despite being over 2,000 years old. During the 1980s, he developed the script further, and by 1991, he had completed a 400-page script. Besson was honing his craft, creating a documentary film titled Atlantis, a meditation on the nature and beauty of the ocean. Besson met with Patrice Ledoux and Nicolas Seydoux from Gaumont, a French film company, to discuss production for The Fifth Element. He sought French comic creators Jean Giroux, Moebius, and Jean-Claude Mézières for the film's production design, as their comics were his inspiration. Mézières had even created a Valerian comic titled The Circles of Power, featuring a character driving a flying taxi cab through a congested metropolis on an alien planet. This inspired Besson to flesh out the concept for Corbin Dallas and his background. Besson would hire 5 other artists for the project, including Jean-Paul Gaultier for costume design. He approached Bruce Willis and Mel Gibson for the role of Corbin Dallas. Willis expressed interest but hesitated due to 2 prior flops, Hudson Hawk and Billy Bathgate. Gibson turned the role down. Adding to the challenges, film companies balked at the $100 million budget. In December 1992, production halted, and the team disbanded. In 1994, Besson directed his first commercial success, Lion, The Professional, starring Jean Reno, Natalie Portman, and Gary Oldman. It was a critical and financial success, grossing $45 million worldwide on a $16 million budget. This momentum allowed Besson to revisit The Fifth Element, reducing the budget to $90 million. He secured financing from Columbia Pictures, who had supported Lion. Initially, Besson planned to cast a lesser-known actor as Corbin Dallas. However, during a visit to Barry Josephson's office, he met with Willis, who expressed renewed interest. After reading the script, Willis agreed to the role, marking a pivotal moment in the film's production. Filming began in August 1995, with the crew casting across Paris, London, and Rome. Gary Oldman was cast as Jean-Baptiste Zorg, the head of a major corporation and supplier of various weapons and devices. Other cast members included Chris Tucker, Ian Holm, Luke Perry, Brian James, Tommy "Tiny" Lister Jr., and Tricky from Massive Attack. When it came to casting Li Lu, Besson chose Milla Jovovich after auditioning hundreds of applicants. Jovovich had to learn the divine language, a fictional tongue Besson created, and the two communicated in this language to help her understand the role. Chris Tucker played Ruby Road, a part initially offered to Prince. Scheduling conflicts led Prince to decline, and Tucker's performance brought unparalleled energy and charisma to the character. Filming spanned various locations, including Pinewood Studios in London, Mauritania for scenes set in Egypt, and the Royal Opera House in London for Pavel Aguina's opera performance. Besson wanted a vibrant, bright aesthetic, avoiding the typical gloomy tones of sci-fi. Jean-Paul Gaultier designed 900 costumes, challenging norms of sexuality and gender while creating iconic outfits. Li Lu's costume, inspired by bandages, became a favorite among fans, particularly at conventions. The effects involved 3 teams handling mechanical, creature, and visual elements. Digital Domain was hired to create the stunning visuals, using a mix of live action, scale models, CGI, and particle systems. The New York City sets were 1/24 scale models, crafted by 80 workers over 5 months, complete with detailed furniture and artwork. The soundtrack, composed by Eric Serra, blended orchestral textures with exotic influences. Highlights include the Diva Dance, a unique operatic performance enhanced through digitization. This scene remains one of the film's most memorable moments. The Fifth Element premiered at the Cannes Film Festival in May 1997 and grossed $263 million worldwide, becoming the highest-grossing French film abroad for 16 years. It's celebrated for its production design, visual effects, and campy sci-fi charm, holding a special place in cinematic history. Despite a lawsuit from Alejandro Jodorowsky and Jean Giroux claiming plagiarism, the case was dismissed, solidifying The Fifth Element as a testament to Besson's unique vision. Over the years, its legacy has been cemented through home media releases, with remastered editions ensuring its place as a beloved classic.